LeBron James has still not made his free agency decision. And over the weekend, the odds flipped, if you believe in the prediction markets, from Cleveland being the front runner to Miami being the front runner. I'm not sure exactly where those rumors started, how they came to be, but now, as of 9:52 this morning, 10 minutes ago, the Heat and the Cavs dead tied on Kalshi, 39% prediction in those markets. Zach, we've talked about this at length of why making Cleveland his final stop makes so much sense for LeBron. Yeah. So are you putting any stock or giving any thought that Miami could be a legitimate contender for LeBron James services?
I haven't. I haven't been afraid to be wrong, though. I landed back in Ohio yesterday, and I just thought it'd be done by now. So here we are. LeBron watch continues, and I'm interested, in the aftermath. Was this trolling? Was this a setup? Was it really deliberation? Because, man, we're 3 weeks ago free agency started.
Yeah.
We knew it wasn't going to be the first 72 hours.
Yeah.
But, man, come on, LeBron. I'm too old for this.
Yeah, I saw, it's funny how these ebbs and flows work. First, it was, oh, my goodness, Golden State is in the league. Then it seemed like when he came back to Cleveland and was doing stuff with his family, that thing exploded. And then now it's kind of one of those things where now you're hearing teams like the Heat. And for me, it's hard, it's far-fetched for me to think about the Heat. Because I just think about this. One of the most infamous stories, McNuggets, is the Dwayne Wade, LeBron James cookie story.
Yeah.
And which Pat Riley said,
famous chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, like, don't touch LeBron's cookies. He was like, I knew it was wrapped in. Also, take a look at, like, at a certain points in time in your career when you've done something and you've been really, you're at a point in your career where you're used to doing your things your way and you don't really want to get into a lot of other stuff. Man, you're going to go back to Miami. Notoriously how their conditioning program is, their strict regiment, the way they go about things. Do you want to do that your last year?
If LeBron thinks it gives him the best chance to it, I don't think he's going to be scared off by Miami, their fitness program, heat culture, and the lack of chocolate chip cookies. Now, I would personally, as a lover of chocolate chip cookies, if a team said I can't have my cookies, then I'm out. Like, they're off the list. But this whole Heat issue with LeBron, he'd be their second biggest move of the offseason, because even LeBron at this stage of his career is not surpassing Giannis in terms of the notoriety and the impact it would have by joining Miami. There's so little spacing on that team. I don't love the fit. And I just can't see LeBron picking a team where he'd be their second biggest offseason move. It just doesn't add up.
So I can't believe this is going on. And I've said all along, like, I can't believe he would drag it out and then choose somewhere else, right? But I am glad, and I tried to stay out of the loop last week as much, but I'm glad that Adam Silver kind of finally came out and said the quiet part out loud. The whole schedule is held up.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, the Heat are going to have either 15 national games or 18 games or 30.
Right.
The Cavs are either going to have 12 or 30.
Yeah.
Golden State's either going to have 41 or 68.
Yes.
And you bring up the basketball fit, and in general, when Spencer comes on, we can get into some of this as well. But I just don't love the basketball fit in Miami. I mean, the spacing.
None. Doesn't exist.
Who's your main ball handler? Giannis is also a guy that's been injured. And don't get it twisted. I mean, I know Bam is scored 100 points or something in the game, but
83.
I still don't understand how that works.
Blame the Wizards.
Yeah. So even with Bam being there, it just seems clunky a little bit. It's like a varying degrees of power forwards. Like, it's a point power forward, then there's Giannis, and then there's Bam.
When you pick a starting Pokemon, you have the 3 stages of evolution. It's the Pokemon evolution of the power forward, where you have, LeBron to Bam to Giannis, 3 guys, and in any order. I'm not just use that order as an example, but basically a guy with some skills, with a little more skills, and a little more skills.
Yeah.
Just that their age is really impacted the kind of player they are at this point.
I got one more thought on that too. Like, we're believing LeBron, right? He's said little, but at this stage, we're believing him that he's being, like, if it's family decision, if it's about his daughter and his wife, they're not going back to Miami.
No.
Yeah. No. That's a great point, Zach, because, they've been in LA. They've already been in Miami. I just don't think that makes the most sense. Like, if you got people who live here, I want to point to this too. It's dragged on so long. I wonder what the emotion will be out of fans if, he did all this long time and then
it would
he just
be ugly here.
Yeah, and just went somewhere else.
It would be ugly here. I can't believe that just 3 weeks ago we were talking about that.
Yeah.
But we were.
Yeah.
And it's going to continue because
Yeah.
we don't know exactly when LeBron's going to make a decision. If there was ever a time for him to do it, be in the next 48 hours when there's not
How
a
about
lot
the next,
going on
like,
in the sports
14
world.
minutes? It'd give us plenty of time.
That'd be awesome.
You know what? We had this conversation in the car driving over here, and it seems like one of our cameras having a little tech issue, so we're going to break in a second. I'll go fix it, and then we'll bring Spencer German on. It would be the most LeBron James UCSS culmination for this to happen while we're remote, while we're out of studio, while it's just Director Steve in the studio. We are removed. We have interviews lined up. We have all this planned to be here out at the Austin Carr Celebrity Golf Tournament, and then for LeBron to break the news and interrupt all of that because he is the king. He is LeBron.
Just let me say it like this: the summer of fixing things in Cleveland. Who better?
Danny
than
Cunningham
LeBron?
and Joe Varden. Well, we have
man.
the Cavs heavy hitters.
They got everybody up
newsbreakers.
in here.